If this is what detangling looks like for you on wash day, it's probably time to schedule that trim. It's time for our quarterly trim. Okay, so I can definitely feel the difference in my hair. Especially this month I felt it. So I'm actually doing it a little earlier than like the official 3 months, but I try and do it every 3 months. So we're about there. So I just figured I'd do it now because I have a chance to. And you can just tell. I mean, hello. So the method I use is made by Mell's hair trim video that I'll link down below. So I usually follow that routine, or like the instructions that she has in the video. Not a professional. I have my spray bottle because I'm going to detangle and brush out using my Minya brush. Brush out my hair. I'll section it with my comb if needed, and then I'm using these shears. That's the lineup. So I'm putting on my little hair cape, and then I'm going in with my favorite spray water bottle. It is just the best thing ever, and so I'm spraying down my hair because you never want to detangle your hair dry. If you know, you know. So we have to make sure it's damp enough to comb through. And then I'm gonna start combing through the ends first. So I'm not gonna rush it, I'm just slowly taking my time to detangle and work my way up. You always wanna start, of course, at the ends and make sure, of course, your hair is damp enough. And for this trim, I'm going to be brushing out my hair, so that's why it's so important to make sure your hair is fully detangled so that you have an accurate trim. So yes, it does take a little bit of time, but it's really, I guess, empowering to do your hair yourself and kind of figure out what works for you, even though it is a lot of work. But once you get the hang of it, then it doesn't seem like it. So you just kind of learn how to take care of your hair the best way possible, and then you can then make sure that you're caring for it in between the trims because you're mindful. And you can see that I need a trim desperately because when it comes to the ends, they're very difficult to comb through. So if that is you, like trying to detangle during wash day and it's a pain, then that's really how you can tell that you're in need of a trim. So I'm just sectioning off my hair and putting it in these little clips. I really like these clips because they don't snag the hair like the other crocodile, alligator, whatever they're called, clip. I prefer to use these ones, and then I'm just sectioning it off, and then once I go through it all, then I'm starting on the trim itself. So I'll take one section at a time. So I'm making sure that my head is tilted 45 degrees and that I'm holding the shears correctly and trying to make sure they're as straight and as even as possible when I'm trimming the section. I'm just making sure that I'm not cutting too much but not too little, so eyeing each section and making sure it comes out even. I am very scissor happy, so I try and really make sure I'm not doing the most, especially because your hair is stretched out, so it may not look like a lot, but when you go to wash it and style it, as it goes back to its natural curly state, then you'll notice the difference. Even though it's hard to see a lot of your hair go depending on how much you trim off, it feels so much better after, and styling becomes so much more easy. So it's so important to get a regular trim, and this also helps your hair to grow. So there's no need to be afraid of getting one or even of doing it yourself, as long as you're doing it correctly. And also you'll see the benefits when your hair starts to grow because it's no longer breaking off. So I'm just gonna leave my hair in these braids For now, I kind of like to take advantage of when my hair is ready for a wash, but it's in a protective style, like just kind of leave it for the moment. So I'm gonna leave these in probably until tomorrow. And I love having like a style like this because you can just put on a hat and not worry about when you go on a walk or work out or anything, if your hair smelling funny. So I like to take advantage of that as well, being able to wear a hat, because if you're a curly girl, you know we can't be wearing hats like that. So this is fun to do something different. So I'm gonna leave these in for today, and then I'll come back tomorrow and probably style it a different way, but we'll see. I decided to just take out my braids and style them into a half up, half down, and it comes out a bit wavy, and it already had a little bit of product from prior to doing the trim, so I just left that in for the day and figured I'd handle it later. Doing a trim and a wash in one day is a lot, so you just want to kind of do what works for you. So although my hair came out a bit frizzy, I'm just going to leave it as is and embrace the frizz for the rest of the day. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments if you've ever done a trim at home, and I'll see you in the next one.